guys, uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie? Hey, guess what day it is? Ah, come on. I know you can hear me. Mike. What day it is? Ah, Leslie. Guess what day it is? Hump day. Hey traders, if you haven't seen that commercial, check out the Geico Hump Day commercial with the camel. It is hilarious, and I've been waiting so long to use it. But let's check out. You guys are probably thinking I'm crazy now, but it's the middle of the week. It's the middle of the week. Let's check out some patterns. By the way, to update you, I'm still on the Euro Pound trade that I brought up to the syndicate about what 2 weeks ago. Still surviving. You can see I was barely stopped out, and we've come up to a resistance level, and we've retraced. And well, I'm hoping to see this serve as support and hopefully get a bounce back up to this structure level right here around the 85 even handle. So we'll see on that. And then pound Swiss momentum has slowed down, but still involved in this trade as well. Haven't this is a bigger, I think it was a bigger Gartley pattern. Haven't quite got down to target one, but still sitting in. I don't want to say sitting pretty because I haven't had a chance to get my stops to break even, but still sitting in this trade. So toughing these things out. But I did have a few things I want to look at today. Let's start at pound dollar 60-minute, and some of this stuff I brought up in yesterday's video, but I may go over it again. Pound dollar 60-minute chart. We have a potential bat pattern. Now, live room members, you know that we've been scouting this area the entire time. How do I change this deal? Here we go. We've been scouting this area in the entire time, and all week in the live room, all last week, we've been saying we're going to wait for the pound to pop down into this level. We're trying to catch a short opportunity down there, and well, a short opportunity to ride it down there, and then obviously when it gets to this level, buy it up. And what we got down there, unfortunately, on the 60-minute charts, the higher time frames, all we got was a spike. We didn't get any type of double bottom or anything like that, so couldn't involve myself in it. And looks like it happened during the early London session as well, which means I was fast asleep. But we do have an advanced pattern setting up again, a bat pattern. Looking at my X leg at 160.71, X to A to B. You can see coming to my 50% retracement, B to C, and then a CD completion looking at 60.58. So a chance to hop on this at 60.58. Of course, getting stops above our X leg and, well, ride this bad boy down. Next is going to be Euro Yen. And I think I'm on the 240 with Euro Yen. Let's see, 4-hour chart. Yeah, Euro Yen. We talked about the cipher yesterday. I think we did it. This might be one I forgot, but we have a bigger cipher pattern in blue on Euro Yen. This still has a ways to complete, but we're looking for a completion down at basically the 131 even handle. But if we zoom in a little bit, we actually have a bat pattern on this pair as well. And what you'll notice, especially through this video, is that many of these yen pairs, many of these yen crosses have the same pattern setting up. I know I have Euro Yen, Pound Yen, and Dollar Yen all have potential bat patterns setting up. And this is why you want to be careful with your exposure in the market. When you decide to set up your portfolio, you want to diversify it enough that you're not just, again, overexposing yourself in one pair. You know, if you're trading Euro Yen, Pound Yen, Dollar Yen, New Zealand Yen, CAD Yen, Aussie Yen, Swiss Yen, usually those yen pairs move very similarly. So you may have 7 bat patterns at the same time. So you may be either buying yen on 7 pairs or selling yen on 7 pairs, and that's something you might not want to do. So I'd limit it down to a few pairs and concentrate on those. But you can see bat pattern here on Euro Yen. Our X starting at 131.86 up to our A at 134.95. We just missed the 618. Check your data. If you hit the 618, then this is not going to be a bat pattern for you. It's going to be an invalid Gartley because you can see we never hit a 618 on our C retracement. But I have us just missing the 618 retracement for our B leg by about 6 pips. And again, if it doesn't hit it, it doesn't count for me. So I'm looking at this as a bat pattern. I'm looking to buy it up at 132.22. You can see my stops are down a little lower at 131.41, which is still going to give me plenty of time. If this indeed gets stopped out, I'll still be able to involve myself in the bigger cipher pattern completion. Again, following up on dollar yen, let's go over to pound yen. I'm not going to run through it as good. You can see the same thing on pound yen. Potential bat pattern here. This one's down to 57 even handle, 57.02. Same thing with dollar yen, and this just came off a pretty good cipher pattern completion. Actually, two ones. I know Jason found one on the daily chart as well. We had one on the 4 hour to hourly last week that rolled over for target one and target two's winner. So good stuff on that. But you can see we have a bat pattern here as well. X to A. Come down to our 50%. So we go X to A to B right in here. We have a B to C retracement. All I need is for that to hit the 382, and it does. And we're looking for our bat pattern completion down at our 886, which is going to be 97.97. And I'm going to get my actually I didn't get orders on here yet. When I get my orders on, I'm going to front run them a little bit more than I'm used to. Usually on 60-minute charts, I front run my orders by about 2 ticks. So if my entry's at 97.97, I would put it at 97.99. However, we know how important these even handle numbers are. We actually missed a very good trade in the live room yesterday because of that. So I'm going to get it right above here at 98.01, just to make sure I get involved in this setup. Lastly, I want to take a look at Aussie dollar. We talked about this yesterday, but there's a few more things setting up. Not sure we talked about this on the. We talked about the bat pattern here yesterday. Looking at X to A to B, B to C, and then C down here at our 886. We also talked about a potential bearish bat pattern as well. You can see that's invalid. Or actually, I take that back. We talked about the ABCD pattern here yesterday. And you can see my stuff still drawn out from the live room, where we have a potential ABCD pattern coming right down here, and we're gonna have a lot of confluence at that level, and you'll see. First of all, I can take my equal measure moves, my A to B. You see we have our B to C right there. You see my D completion is going to come down right on this line, right under the 93 even handle. We can then take our Fibonacci extension from A to B, swing high to swing low, and back up, bringing our minor Fibonacci point. If I can see where it's at, there we go. Our minor fib, which is going to be our 1414. Put that right down there in the middle. Take a Fibonacci inversion, so an inside move. We're going to get a 1618 Fibonacci extension, right, or Fibonacci inversion, right above that 1414. We can take a swing low from right here to a swing high, and you're going to see that a 786 is going to be right in that area. So it's going to give us a nice little kill zone around this 93.04 to about 92.90s area for a potential buy. This is something I'm going to look at more in a lower time frame, so I'll probably go down to a 60-minute chart or whatnot, and look for an entry reason down there. Now, if we take this impulse leg for a pattern, we're not going to get a valid pattern because, well, we don't hit a 618 on our C leg. So if we're taking this as our impulse leg, X to A to B comes to our 618, but our C leg, as you see, is a little bit short. So that's going to be nothing. However, if you take your impulse leg from this low right here before the gap, we're only going to come to a 50% retracement. Which means we have a valid bat pattern if we spike down a little lower. So we have X to A to B, B to C, C to D at 92.57. Whew, and excuse me, I had to save myself from sneezing there. So we have two levels. We have, again, CTS based trade a little higher, and then we'll have an advanced pattern a little lower right here. So as a trader, you need to decide which one of these can I enter. Can I enter the CTS based trade and the combined technical score type trade at the ABCD completion, or do I have to wait for that bat pattern? That depends on all of what type of trader you are. If you don't trade the CTS, then you just should ignore the ABCD pattern, all that junk. If you don't trade bat patterns, then you should just ignore the bat pattern. But we have two potential buy levels here on Aussie dollar, and then talking back to yesterday, we saw that, remember, it comes into this major structure level right here. And of course, we have protection right here as well. So two crucial levels to keep an eye on. I just Again, depends on what strategy you trade. If you do trade both, I just keep an eye on it and definitely go down to a lower time frame once price action hits our kill zone. So if we get a spike down here into this 93.05 level, that's when I go down to my 60-minute chart and kind of get a zoomed in version of the market and see if I can get a reason for entry and see if I have and see, and analyze where I have to put my stops compared to my bat pattern entry or my potential bat pattern entry. So that's it for today. Enjoy your hump day. Go watch that commercial so I seem less strange to you, and I'll see you guys later in the weekend. Hey, if you didn't get a chance, you should have got it in your email. Check out video 2 for the Technical Trader Workshop, the 10 most common trading mistakes. All right, check that out. Get a little chuckle at at Randy and the bad day he's having. And I got a message from a really good trading friend of mine this morning who I guess he just watched the video and well he's on to us. His name is Roy, and he wanted to thank us for changing Randy's name to Roy because apparently Randy represents him. Which gave me a nice little laugh this morning, which put me in a good mood. So I'll see you next time, traders. Remember, sign up for that Technical Trader Workshop. Watch that video. It's on the Trade Empowered homepage, www.tradeempowered.com. It's also on my Facebook as well, Kill Stokes Trader, I think it is. But I'll see you next time. Plan your trade, trade your plan, and have a great day in the markets.